beautiful person watching this. My name is Nora G and welcome to my nook. Today I will show you how to make some fall glam home decor, specifically vases using items from the thrift store and the dollar store. Before I get into the meat and potatoes of this video, if you are new to my channel, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you all. Now let's get into this. The green vase and the orange vases, I actually got them from Tallis. I got the black metal candle holders from Goodwill. And I will be using this box, which was a case for a bracelet, which I received as a gift. I plan on actually using one of the small vases on top of it. I'm going to glue that to this. And the black plate, I actually just got that from Tallis as well, I think for 29 cents. And the wooden slab, I got for $2. This vase I got from Tallis as well for $5.99, and I will be gluing this onto the wooden slab. I will be using my famous E6000 glue to glue this onto the wooden slab. You could use any other glue of your choosing, but I personally prefer the E6000. I explain why the E6000 glue is my favorite to use in my DIY dessert stand videos. I will leave the link right above right now, and you can actually click on that and watch after this video. So I will be gluing this onto the jewelry box just to give it some flair. Since there are two vases, I just wanted one of them to be elevated, while the other is just basically going to stand right next to it. For this project, I will be using some white, black, gold and silver spray paint, as well as some champagne bright metallic paint. I could have easily used some champagne spray paint for this, but I personally really wanted this vase to have some texture. So I will be using this brush to actually hand paint this onto the vase. You will see the difference. This takes longer to dry compared to spray paint. However, the end result is golden. I applied 5 coats on this because I really wanted that extra shine. I love how the brush strokes add some extra texture to this. I of course painted the wooden slab to give it a uniform look. The paint I am using for this DIY, I actually got from Michael's. It sells for $9.99, but I was able to get a 40% discount on this. You can get this from any local art store or online from Amazon or eBay. So I went ahead and spray painted the other vases. I will be using this plastic crystal-like rocks on one of the vases, so I went ahead and spray painted it gold. I have had these rocks for years now, I tell you guys. One of those things I bought from a garage sale, wasn't sure what I was going to use it for, but now it's actually coming to play. Make sure to use the clear glaze after you spray paint for long-lasting results. Look at that, this already looks really good by itself. But then, I love to be extra, so we will go ahead and start putting some embellishments on this. So for vase number 1, I will be using these embellishments that I got from the dollar store for $2 each. I will be applying this vertically onto the vase. And of course, I will be using my E6000 glue. You could also use hot glue for this, but I personally recommend the E6000 because it actually dries clear. I went ahead to measure and mark the space between each embellishment. This is to make sure the space between each embellishment is the same, as well as give it a professional look. Moreover, we are trying to achieve a high-end look, so we have to keep it accurate. So keep repeating the same process until you have embellishments all around the vase. Keep in mind that you do not have to use the exact same embellishment I am using for this project or for this DIY. You can actually make this yours. Use any embellishments of your choosing and just get creative. Like I say in all of my DIY videos, the whole idea is to come up with a creative piece that can only be found in your home. If anything, you can find something similar but never the same. Once I was done gluing all the embellishments around the vase, I made a second check and then made adjustments accordingly. The reason why I actually used the wooden slab underneath this vase was for easy carrying, so it is easy for you to actually leave the vase without having to touch the vase. I feel for a design like this, you want to protect the design's integrity, and if you have to always carry the vase by its side, you will easily mess it up. So it made it way easier for me to actually lift the vase up by using the slab instead of the vase itself. I will be doing a giveaway with some of these vases and other prizes to some of my lucky subscribers, so make sure to subscribe to my channel so you do not miss out. Now that I am done with the vertical embellishments, I will be placing these other silver embellishments, which I got from the dollar store for $1.25, horizontally around the vase. My right brain wanted to go all out extra with these embellishments on these vases, but trust me, my left brain had it all under control. I went ahead and added some of the embellishments around the brim of the vase to bring the look all together. So here is the final look, guys. I really love how this turned out. The details on there add some extra elegance to it. It really gives it that high-end look I was going for. Who said you can be bougie on a budget? You just have to get creative and make it yours. I had so much fun with this particular vase. When I first spray painted it, I knew I wanted to use the vase as my canvas, and I had a whole lot of ideas on how I wanted this to be, but finally settled with using this spray painted artificial crystals to actually come up with this. In case you missed it from the start of the video, this is what the crystal rock looked like before I actually spray painted it gold. I started off using the E6000 glue to put this together, but because it takes too long to cure, I decided to switch to my glue gun. It was perfect for this particular project because it dries immediately. Alternatively, I wanted to use some Mardi Gras beads to create some sort of a pattern on this vase, but decided to save that for another DIY project I have planned. So stay tuned and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss this. I knew I wanted to use the spray painted crystal rocks on just one side of the vase with no particular alignment. I'm all about the fun, guys, when you're doing it yourself. There is no error in art. A mistake is a design. I kept adding the spray painted crystal rocks until I was satisfied. There is no rule book for this, guys. I loved the outcome. After I was done placing the rocks, I used gold spray paint over the area where I glued the rocks to fill in the black painted spaces that could not be covered with the crystal rocks. The end result? An expensive looking modern glam vase. Look at that, guys. It is all in the details. I love details. You can decorate this vase however you want to match your decor. Being that it is fall season, I used some artificial fall flowers for mine. For glam vase number 3, I wanted to use these two as a pair, so not use them by themselves, even though with the design you can actually choose to separate them. So I had an idea to have the same design for both of them, or better still have it similar but not the same look. You will get what I mean. So I spray painted these vases gold as a base for the actual design that is to come. I am using regular tape to map out the areas that I want to keep as gold. Make sure to press out any air bubbles as you put the tape over it, because you do not want the paint going on the areas that you actually marked out with the tape. I added some more tape at the tip of the vase because I wanted to keep that area gold as well. Our vase is ready for a second round of spray paint. But before we do that, I will go ahead and do the same thing on the second piece. If you noticed, I am not particular about measurement for this one. I'm basically just eyeballing it and just going with the flow. Now on to the painting portion of it. I will be spray painting one of the vases all white, and the other one I will spray paint all black. There is something about black, white, and gold that is just classic. I just can't get enough of. You can hardly go wrong with black, white, and gold. I allowed the vases to dry up for about 2 to 3 hours, after which it was time to remove the tapes. And I went ahead to use the brush to brush up any spray paint residue, and I went ahead to do the same for the black vase. Another alternative for this design would be to do the reverse of this design. So basically, you could have one vase look like this, black and gold, with gold being the minimal color. And on the other vase, you do the opposite of this. So basically, you will have mostly gold and the lines to basically pass around in black. I of course used some rocks to cover the lines where I actually glued the box together. And this is the final look so far. A Glam Decor vase you can use in any corner of your home. For Glam vase number 4, I sketched out maple leaves on a vinyl paper sticker, which I later on used on the vases to get the desired look. It is easier and faster to make a template, which you can then use to trace out the other leaves. That keeps the design the same or the leaves the same, and it's also less time consuming. If you plan on doing this, make sure to get the vinyl paper sticker or any other sticker paper that does not leave any residue when you try to peel it off. A total of 5 leaves was all I needed for this design. I will use this on one vase, and once I was done with this and it's all dried up, I will peel it off and use on the other vase. For this vase, I used a touch of gold, and for the other vase, I will use some silver, just to give it some contrast. This is also going to be used as a pair, just like Glam vase number 3. I wanted maple leaves to keep the fall theme going, and I honestly really love how this turned out. Just look at that. It doesn't have to necessarily be fall leaves or maple leaves. You could use any kind of design for this and it will look just as good. I am not a huge fan of mixing gold and silver together for a design, but for a pair, I really love these two together. And that is how you transform a $3 store vase into an expensive modern Glam vase. So just a quick recap, we went from this to this. Don't you just love before and afters? The angel is in the details. Well, that is my rendition for the devil is in the details. Anyways, let me know in the comment section which of these vases was your favorite, and also if you would be incorporating this in your home if you had the chance. And also, if you did enjoy this video, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel, as well as turn on notification bell so you get notified for subsequent videos. Also remember to hit that like button, and in the meantime, always remember to be your fun self no matter what life throws at you. See you next Wednesday, and thank you for watching.